Hello and welcome to the Battlefield Top Plays. In this week's episode we have a load of awesome clips for your viewing pleasure. If you do enjoy it, please leave a like down below and check out the players' channels down in the description. You can also check out this week's sponsors, Gamers Community, in the description too. Starting off today's episode, we have clips sent in from Quick. He is going to be playing on Battlefield 4 and he's in the attack jet, looking to pull off some JDAMs. That was a pretty incredible one. He actually dropped that way earlier in the sky. That was a long-range JDAM. He sent in 4 of these, as you can see from the background. They're pretty damn impressive. It's a pain that you can't do this sort of stuff in BF1, but I have a feeling that in the next Battlefield, this sort of stuff will return. Even if it is a World War II game, there's far more scope for DICE to introduce things like this into the game, and I cannot wait to see what sort of clips you guys have to send in. The one you can see in the background right now is, of course, a classic. The barrel roll JDAM, very, very hard to execute, but it looks damn awesome if you get it right. Next up, we have some clips sent in from Inphiza, and this guy has been doing a great job on YouTube recently. Got around 10k subscribers, doing a really good job playing the older Battlefield games as well as BF1. This is going to be some BF4 madness on Operation Locker with the SR2. He sent in a few clips. I will show them all in the background because I love Inphiza's playstyle. He's one of my favourite Battlefield 4 players just because of the aggressive playstyle. He just picks up other kits half the time instead of reloading because it's faster. Goes on an absolute tear here through the back of the enemy team. 13 of 14 kills in total in a very short space of time, as usual, before he gets taken down. The next one, we're looking at Operation Metro, and again, he is going on an aggressive push, playing on a game of hardcore, which is slightly unusual, or at least he doesn't have the map. That being said, he's going to make light work of the enemy team, jumps around the corner, up the top of the escalators, and then slices through the enemy team like a knife through butter. All of them die, only one manages to turn around and actually work out what the hell's going on, but it's too late, they're all dead, and he pushes onto Charlie objective, again looking to add to his kill count. I'll leave you with a highlight of the other 2. As I say, I enjoy watching these just because of that aggression. Very, very nice clips overall. Next up, we have a clip that I got sent into the inbox from AH1Zim. This one is not exactly the best top play you'll see, but I had to include it. Take a look at all of those AA mines. Oh my god, I've never seen so many in my entire life. ECM works for him, which is something I've never seen happen before on this game, and then he manages to seat switch and get out of there. Pretty incredible stuff. Look how many you can see on that roof. Had to include it just because it's one of those only in Battlefield moments that I wish didn't exist, but it just does. Next up, we skip over to some Battlefield 1 with a clip sent in from Alfoil. He's going to be playing with the Automatico on Achibaba using smoke grenades, just proving how powerful these things can be. If you're on a flank with a smoke grenade, you can really help yourself out by throwing one behind you and covering your flank. You can also do a very good job of throwing it by your feet and then hiding inside it as long as you're not spotted. It's very, very useful indeed. He's being quite careful, and as you can tell, using the smoke grenades to cover his back as he pushes towards these enemies who are trying to take Alpha objective from his team. The Automatico, not exactly sure whether it's the best gun to be using in the assault class anymore. It's lost that stigma as the best close range weapon in the game. It's still very good, but of course there are other culprits like the SMG-08, which in fact are better. Nonetheless, he's making use of that close range hip fire with this Automatico, just destroying the enemy team. A lot of kills in this little flank. Again, I like the use of smoke, very, very tactical, and an awesome clip. Next up, a clip sent in from Umbra Reloaded, playing on Battlefield 1. It's actually a selection of clips, as we've had a couple of today. The first one, a very long-range shot in the tank. I do enjoy these long-range clips with the tank, especially if you're playing the objective. As you can tell, coming out of base, he's going to go and cap Delta afterwards. Very, very nice. Again, another clip with the Sun Shaman looking to take out a bomber at ridiculous range. Very, very nice clips. Thank you for sending them in. Next up, we drop back to Battlefield 3 with a clip sent in from Big E, and he titled this one a collateral at 900 meters on a Cheetah. Now, I'm not sure what that dude is doing over in the distance. Apparently he's cheating, but Big E sees to him with an M98B shot at 900 meters. He's right at the back of the map himself, and those guys were a long way away. That is an incredible shot, and to get the collat is just even better. Back to Battlefield 1, but sticking with the sniper class, we have a clip sent in from Umar Kings. He's going to be playing on Cape Hells, looking to destroy the enemy team as they have that unfortunate journey up the beach, which can be very, very difficult on a game of operations, especially if the enemy team is camping out on Alpha Flag, as Umar is. Very, very nice accuracy with the Ross Mark III Marksman, which in fact I reckon is the best sniper weapon on the game. There are others that do a very good job at certain things. If you're looking for slightly longer range, there are better weapons. But the Ross, for me, is just so good because of that sweet spot and the fast-firing nature that you get the same thing with the M95 Gewehr. But the Ross, again, does have the sweet spot that the M95 doesn't, so it makes it slightly stronger, in my opinion, especially on BF1, where everyone has a sweet spot and you need to counter it with your own. A couple of kills with the From a Stop. A very nice clip overall. Next up, a clip from Amit Can't Play using my favourite gun in the medic class, the Farquar Hill Optical, going on a tear through the enemy team on a game of Argonne Forest Conquest. I really enjoy this position that he picks up here. It's a very, very good position, especially if you stay there and play it without running around the corner and just exposing yourself to enemies. That's exactly what he does. He's got himself in a position, as you can tell, where he's got a bit of cover in front of him. Very, very nice. The only thing that can get him out of here is probably a nade or a mortar. And then he just waits for the enemy team to push down as they attempt to flank. The enemy team is taking Charlie in the process, so he has to hold this side of the map. So his team can then wrap around and maybe cap Delta, maybe cap Charlie after the enemy team has been removed. Very nice clip overall. A lot of kills in a short space of time, but I just like the way he plays this one position without moving. You don't see that often on Battlefield 1. Sticking with the Farquar Hill, but moving on to the factory variant, we've got a clip sent in from Thunder. This is going to be a few more kills than the one we saw from Amit, but in fact it's going to be on a different game mode. He's playing Domination, so things are a little closer. Farquar Hill Storm. Not as good as the Optical in my opinion, just because, as you can see there, it's harder to hit enemies at range. That being said, it is a very, very nice weapon with the 3-shot kill. And if you've got enemies that are just rushing you like this and you can hold your position, it's a very decent weapon indeed. So far so good, quite a few kills. I'd say that this isn't something I've done much myself. Domination isn't a game mode I really enjoy, but seeing the enemies like this and behave like absolute idiots in my opinion, just running at Thunder, is quite cool. I might try it out in the future. Nice clip, thanks for sending it in.
Use that first aid.
Finally today we have a clip sent in from Blimp Alive. This is going to be on Suez with the Selbstlader M19 16 Optical. Now, I had to include this one just because it epitomizes Battlefield 1. Look how many prone camping snipers there are on the dunes. That is just tragic as they all get demolished by the M1916 Optical. Luckily he had the M1916, so he's got plenty of bullets to take them out without having to reload. A very nice clip. Thank you for sending it in. That's it for the top plays. If you did enjoy, leave a like down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next week.